What's going on, everybody? Your boy Cal Ruff, man. Rainy check-in, out here in the field doing some things. But I wanted to touch base on something, right? I want to touch base on this claiming DC, right? If you're not from DC. And like the caption in the video says, why claim DC if you're not from there, right? And the whole point is, look, man, I hear a lot of stuff online. You see it around, people saying, stuff like PG County, not DC, this and that and this. The point is, PG County, not DC. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got nothing but supreme respect for the district all the way around. Everybody knows that the DC metro area, the heartbeat of it is exactly what it says. DC is the heartbeat. It's the nucleus. It's the reputation haver. It's the thing that represents the whole culture in the area, right? And the reason I wanted to address this is because DC guys that are saying this and this and that is not DC, they not wrong, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I think about all the pride I have being from Family Heights and Sea Pleasant, right? What it means to me. What the mud means, right? We gotta realize that for them, the mud means the same. You know what I'm saying? Because they never knew nothing but DC, in the sense that, like, they was born there, right? Roots are there, went to elementary school, junior high, high school, etc. So they really born and bred district, made, right? So, for example, right, when I was going to Norfolk State, I would witness cats saying, right, especially when females from other place would ask them where they from. Cats would be from Woodbridge, dudes would be from Gaithersburg, all over the place, right? And they would say that they from Washington, D.C., because Washington, D.C. has a reputation around the world for certain characteristics, right? So people want to identify with that, you know what I'm saying? But to this day, cats has come down here to the A to see me. They'll vouch because we've been together, and folks would say, man, where you from, Slim? And first thing, I'm over Sea Pleasant, period. You see what I'm saying? So, and here go the thing, right? I always say, I could claim it to a huge degree if I wanted to claim DC. Because why? Because truth be told, I went to kindergarten and first grade in DC, right? We lived in Mount Pleasant, man. I graduated from DC high school. I've lived in DC for, my mother moved to DC, 11th and I Street when I was 16 years old. Lived there all that time. So literally, I lived in DC for more years than I lived in Maryland, Fairmont Heights. But my personal principle is, right, if you wasn't born somewhere and your real roots are somewhere, man, that's where you're from. So that's why you never hear me say, see, my point is, man, it's all love and respect, but I sort of can understand what the DC boys saying when they say, because look, in my 20-something years, over 25 years living in DC, met some gold people, man. Even found more family members and all that I didn't know I had. And a bunch of things. So, and they real black people, just like the real black people I came from Sea Pleasant. You know what I'm saying? Really same thing, the love, the this, that. But one thing I never forgot, that's the purpose of the video is, see, I was from Sea Pleasant. So all the years I lived around there, I never got it twisted, man. Running around Montello Avenue, Moore Street, everywhere I went, all over the place in DC. And I was all over. I'm one of them dudes for real. No toot, no horns. I'm an all city dude, man. Southeast, you name it. But I'm from Sea Pleasant. And I think the reason why I was able to actually survive in them places, because I never forgot it. So I never came around somebody's way acting like, now I'm one of them now. Because you ain't never one of them. Let me tell you right now, when certain things happen in my years around Northeast, if dudes had a problem with me or whatever, I tried to sidestep it without making no waves. You know why? Because I wasn't from Northeast, man. And when you got dudes that went to, like I say, kindergarten, junior high school, man, you're not on their teams now. You know, you cool. If you cool, you cool, but you don't ever forget you from somewhere else. And C. Pleasant told me that. Look, man, the codes don't change wherever you from, man. You move somewhere else, right? You might get a pass, but you ain't from there. When niggas move around Maryland, around C. Pleasant, right? They could be cool and, you know, real good dude, woo, all that. But if you went against a dude that went to C. Pleasant Elementary with us and all that, it was going to be you. It wasn't going to be him. It was going to be you. When it come down to it, Slim, because dudes done grew up with people, families know each other, you know what I'm saying, ate off each other's tables, you going to go before he go. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Like, you know, cats all here claiming Washington, D.C., but if you ain't from there, why do that, Slim? You know what I'm saying? If you from, y'all know, you can name them all. You can name, I mean, everywhere. Whatever, like I said, the metro area got Virginia, and it got Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you from, just be that, man. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Because it ain't matter for me. I mean, elementary in Northwest and going to Wilson and all that sound good. But I wasn't from 70. I wasn't from Southwest. I wasn't from Kennedy Street. And if I jumped out there, I was going to find out. This is what I'm trying to say, man. So, you know, this is something that you see all the time. We trying to unify as a DMV these days, but, you know, the differences were there before us, man. You know what I'm saying? That them little rivalries with Maryland and DC, we ain't really had too much with Virginia, but I'm sure Virginia got their own stories. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm making is we trying to unify even at these ages, so the youngins can get along more, but you probably ain't gonna be able to change it because it is what it is. It's the DC metro area, and they all band together, from what I seen, in places like jails. And I know, man, you know, everywhere I went, you know what I'm saying, if we was all together, like I mentioned Woodbridge and them, you know, you'll get together though. You'll get together off the New Balance and the Gogo, because outside that DMV, ain't nobody like us nowhere. I don't care where I went, college, Job Corps, whatever little time I mess around, you know, in there. That's how it is, man. DC don't have a whole bunch of allies. You know, that's why you got Tune the Kareem Mowat and them talking about all that DC blacks and all that, man. Them dudes band together because, and then I'm not saying other places won't ally, but I'm making a point that in general, man, that metro area band stick together. That's just my message right there, man. Like I say, you know, claim where you from though. That's the most realest thing you can do in terms of morals and character, man. Where you from, man. You still gonna be a super thorough dude, and you know, thorough don't mean rough and tough, man. You mean you just a straight up dude, you know. And you can be that from wherever you from, but you ain't got to bluff, man, because a lot of folks is bluffing with that Washington D.C. program. I be laughing. You know, they wonder why. Now, I'm not out here standing on the Family Heights and C Pleasant thing like that just because it's stripes in the game, man. And you know where you are, and that's what you're gonna be till you die, Slim. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't proud of it, that's you. But this in response right here to a lot of things I'm seeing posted. Also, little shade room with me, you know what I'm saying, man, Slim, whatever. You ain't never heard me. All claims mine, man. And I use every skill that C Pleasant and Family Heights gave me to survive, right? Going through all these war markets in the district, man. My training from Maryland got me through that, Slim. It's certain shit we learned young around that Pleasant.